Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first round of the Clan Finals at the MGO World Championship 2008. It is going to be WiN from North America and CBox A, the winner of the Asian qualifier, that's going to kick off the tournament here in the Game 1 base on the map Midtown Maelstrom. If you guys are unfamiliar with this game or with this game type, there are basically 5 capture points on this map that you have to catch it for your team in under 7 minutes. But if the time does run out though, whoever has the most capture points in under 7 minutes or in 7 minutes will be able to win the matchup here for your team. Now let's look at the roster rundown before we kick off the matchup. For Team CBox A, we have Mrs. Chicken, Oya Top, Adolala, Ben 089, Ray Ryu, and Raze, and they will occupy the red team. Who will occupy the blue team? It is going to be WiN, composed of Pumpkin, Heaven, Solid Snake, Julio, Hachi Syndrome, and Respect. Now at the beginning of this map, as we were explaining the game type, we sent 3 guys at the beginning towards that capture point number 3 in the narrow side hallway to try to capture that point, but to no avail, and now Hachi Syndrome is going to be going on his own to try to take this back here for his team. Now he did get a shot off on to Idolala, trying to capture this on his own, while the rest of the guys are on the other side of the map trying to defend, trying to prevent the red team from capturing the last point, because it is already 4-1 in favor of the red team of Team CBox A. Now back with the action, Hachi Syndrome looking back towards the main street to see if anybody's going to cross over, because whoever killed him, Race, has crossed over to that street before. Now he's with one of his teammates. He's going to take the closer entrance inside the alleyway to try to capture this point. He's with one of his teammates right now. They're both guarding this point. Sending a pro nade, but they missed that pro nade. Then 2 nades coming in here for the red team. Mrs. Chicken then moves in and double headshots Hachi Syndrome and Honky. Meanwhile, the point has been captured, but it's going to be easily recapped now for the red team, as nobody else is setting in any suppressing fire on and through that narrow side hallway and catch point number 3. Now we're back to a 4-1 score in favor of the red team of CBox A. Hachi Syndrome off the spawn once again, looks back towards that main road. Does see two of his opponents actually so far. He's going to nade towards that alleyway on that main street. But he's not going to pick off anybody there. He's going to head back towards that narrow side hallway with one of his teammates. You do get the shot off there on to the first guy and the second one as well. That was Mrs. Chicken and Raze, both killed by Hachi Syndrome, as they should be able to capture this point. Indeed they have here for the blue team. Meanwhile, we got action on the other side, so it looks like we're going to back cap so far for WiN. They're trying to retake capture point number 2 now from the hands, from the grass of Team CBox A. As I think they did here. Yeah, indeed they did. Ben 089 off the spawn is going to nade on that corner. Nice toss there on to Respect, as he's going to switch over to his M4 and pick him off. Now he's going to head back and try to capture point number 2 for his team. Looks around the corner, spots an enemy there, got a couple of shot off, but a grenade's going to push him back towards the archway. A second one misses him, but as he turns the corner, wasn't ready and wasn't expecting his opponent to be so close, as he got picked off there by Heaven with the headshot, so Heaven's going to defend that point easily. As I said, they're going to try to flank around here from the spawn. Off the spawn, Ben 089 is going to try to move up once again. And he spots that flanker. He's going to flank him on his own. And he's going to execute Respect with the headshot of that M4. As he moves back towards capture point number 2, he looks on the right, but never saw Respect moving in from the archway, and he gets headshotted himself. As they're switching over in the eyes of Heaven now, trying to play some defense, as he has 2 guys lined up for him. Oh yeah, Top and Race. He draws them both with the AK-102, and they're both moving out, him and his teammates, towards the spawn. Bad move though for that red team to move up with that RPG. Should have shot at long range instead of rushing in, but he pays the price. And now Heaven off that flank did get a shot onto Mrs. Chicken, and he's going to look back on the main street. Spots another one here, and he's going to take him down. As we still have a 4-1 score in favor of WiN when it comes to capture points, with 2:44 left on the clock. Now with Hachi Syndrome inside the house. Back out the street, spots an enemy now from the red team. He's going to take him down with the M4. Easy kill there. Now bullets are ricocheting off behind him off the wall. He's going to fall back here towards the house and nade back towards the capture point number 3. Looks like we did try to have a recap going in for the red team. but since he already has 2 guys walking back, he's going to head back towards the main road and try to recapture this last point against that red team. But we do have one guy holding it back there. It's going to be a 1-on-1 situation. He does get the kill. Is he going to be able to get this cap down? But Mrs. Chicken is right there, and Mrs. Chicken is going to get that kill and defend that point. With Rays here to take down Hachi Syndrome. Now off the spawn, the red team are coming out, 5 guys alive, as they're going to defend that easily against Coolio as Idol Lala got that headshot. Now we're going to try to move in towards the alleyway. Looks like we do have a sniper trying to come in here for the red team, but we have 2 guys lined up in that tight hallway, and WIN will capitalize on that frag. 1:35 left on the clock. The score is now 3-2 here. As the pressure is on for either team, it could go to anybody's favor. Because if the red team are able to capture this, or at least 1 point, and hold it out for 1 minute and 20 seconds, they will be able to win the first map. But if not, of course, it's going to be WIN that will capitalize on this. So, as we mentioned, that Grey Ryu is going to try to take the advantage for his team. Proning on the floor in capture point number 3 at the narrow side hallway. He shoots, but it's going to be Mrs. Chicken trying to help him out. They're at 80% on the cap, but they're both low on health, and they're closed in from both angles, in the back and from the front. And they both get taken down courtesy of Coolio and Hachi Syndrome, so that point is defended. It looks like we're going to try to capture point number 2 once again here for that blue team. Meanwhile, we got action on the main street. Ryu's going to try to get some frags down, but 2 against 1 couldn't get anything done. As he's going to respond in 3 seconds. RPG coming in finally, I don't know, only 1 kill out of that. I don't think it was too effective. Now look at that, we actually have 2 guys from the blue team, WIN, capturing point number 4. With success, 4-1 score, 20 seconds left on the clock. At this rate, looks like CBox A are going to need a miracle to come out and recapture and win this matchup. 10 seconds left on the clock right now. WIN are just split up, playing angles, defending, preventing the red team, CBox A, from moving towards any angles or towards any capture point to win this matchup, and that is going to be it. The time is up. WIN, composed of Honky, Heaven, Solid Snake, Coolio, Hachi Syndrome, and Respect, are going to be able to win this first map, but a nice try by Mrs. Chicken. 4 caps, so 4 recaps for Mrs. Chicken on that defense. Boyat Top was able to get some frags in as well, as they were tied on kills, but Ben 089, Grey Ryu and Rays really have to step it up here, because if somehow Team CBox A can win this second map, as we're switching sides, if they win this map, it all comes down to the points, and if it comes down to the points, well, of course, you need to get those frags in. So let's follow back with the action as the second half has started. We have 6:43 on the clock. As we're in the eyes of Hachi Syndrome. Did get an opening kill onto Grey Ryu on the main street. He did earlier on lob some probe grenades here to spot some enemies through the wall. He spots one there onto the other side. He's going to nade in as 2 of his teammates are moving towards the alleyway number 3. Now Hachi Syndrome is going to fall back, nade towards number 2. Switch it over to Mrs. Chicken off the spawn at capture point number 5. Going to head towards that main road. The key players for the red team is going to try to get something done. He does spot his first opponent. He's going to headshot him down. That was Coolio. He spots the second one there, who's proning towards that floor, avoiding his bullets. And he's trying to close in on him, and he's boxing down towards that main road. But as he moves up, he gets spotted by Solid Snake and gets headshotted himself. Now 6 minutes left on the clock. Mrs. Chicken waiting to respond. Looking back at the main road, sees nobody crossing there. He's heading back towards capture point number 5. Bobs and weaves towards that corner square street. And he's going to nade towards that van. He's going to try to retake capture point number 2. And here are the defenders on either side, or the ones attempting to capture this one, as it is still up for grabs. It is going to be Honky and Coolio, as Honky there gets picked off. And the capture point will go here for the blue team. No matter what, though, as Mrs. Chicken and the rest of the guys has been dropped. So it's all going to come down to defending this last capture point now for Team CBox A. And then once the coast is clear, we'll try to move up. First guy taken down, second one spotted on the other side of the sandbags. Grey Ryu is going to try to take him down with help of his teammates to finally kill him. As Grey Ryu is now getting shot off the flank from the spawn. He looks back. As he looks back towards the front, though, he gets spotted by Honky and headshotted there with the M4. and Honky goes for a second one against Idolala. This could be it. 2 guys down, 6-on-4 situation on this last capture point. The whole blue team is actually moving in from all angles. They got a couple of guys on the sandbox as well, or the sandbag, should I say. They dropped 3, and now off the spawn. Grey Ryu is going to try to stay alive, but he gets flanked there now by Coolio. Coolio drops 1 and 2, and for a third one, as he flanks everybody, and everybody else on the sandbags was able to get that capture point. And the blue team, WiN, will be able to win this matchup in 2 maps. As a nice job there by Coolio on that flank. Looking at the graph results, the overall score is 474 to 285 in favor of the blue team, WiN. So they will move on to round number 2 to face off against the winner between Team BPO and Foxy and a team deathmatch. Now Coolio, Honky, and Solid Snake, great job. Mrs. Chickens once again on the top of the scoreboard for his team, but the guys couldn't get it done. A nice try though for the Asian qualifier finalists, but WiN will move on. Congratulations to them. You've listened to Alex Van Silliwin live at the MGO World Championship 2008 Clan Final.